Hi, I'm Perry Atkinson, General Manager here at theDove. Hey, check out our other videos and check out our website at thedove.us. Okay, we are back and we have turned the studio into a flamingo pond, a nursery, and what? We have Tim Elbert with a shirt and tie on.
Well, yeah.
You look pretty official. Are you interviewing for something?
You know, it's Easter week.
Yeah.
You know, so I thought, you know, it's probably a good idea to dress up at least once.
No, you look great. Nice to see you. And by the way, he is the culprit of the flamingo out in front of theDove on the April Fool's Day, which was pretty interesting to say the least. And so there it is behind you, the flamingo. Give us the story of the flamingo.
Well, how it ended up on your lawn?
Well, you brought it over, right? But it didn't really start with Peggy?
It did. So it's your wife's fault, really.
Oh, well, okay, let's blame Peggy.
So she came into the nursery and she was making comments about it, you know, laughing about it, and unwittingly she gave me this great idea to bring it down and April Fool's you. So we talked about it all week long. We were all excited about it, and finally, of course, we brought it over the night before, put it on the lawn out there, and
that shows how dark it was, because when I walked in the studio at 10 minutes to 5, it was dark and I didn't see it.
Right.
So I went out to check out the weather, and there it was. So.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy, because when I put it out there, you know, I was worried that it would maybe not be there in the morning. So I was listening diligently and watching, and of course didn't hear anything right away. So I had to come by and check on it. So I think I came by and checked on it just before you discovered it. So. All right.
Well, anyway, Tim's with us for the next half hour or so quickly. And if you have any questions about what's going on in your yard, you can call in. The phone number is 541-779-5770. 541-776-5770. And ask a question. Your name's going to have. Somebody's going to win this beautiful little Leo. What is it?
This is a leopard's bane. It's a beautiful yellow daisy. Will grow in sunny spots or shady spots. It is one of those flowers that I like to think of as being the beginning of spring.
Yeah.
It's the official flower for spring, in my opinion. Of course, we call it by its botanical Doronicum. So when the Doronicum bloom, it is spring, and so we've got some beautiful ones that came in, and I just thought, you know, it looks Easterish. It looks springish. It's just beautiful. So I thought we'd bring one in to give away.
All right. The number is 776-5770. If you've got a quick question about what's going on in your yard or something to do in your yard, give us a call right now. Your name will go in the hat. Somebody's going to win this beautiful leopard's bane coming up, or better known as the little Leo. And what a great thing to have maybe on your Easter lunch table.
Absolutely.
And then take it out and plant it outside. Again, the number is 776-5770, 776-5770. And by the way, Fern, the flamingo, is for sale. Right? You sell these things. You got that kind of art in your nursery, don't you?
Yes. So we actually had quite a bit, and we're down to the last few pieces, and yes, this is one of the last ones.
All right. So President wants to buy that. What's the Dove discount on that?
The Dove discount. Well, it's even with the Dove discount, it's about $300.
$300.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, check it out. It's 6.5 feet tall. You could put this in a bushy area in your yard, peeking out around the corner like that, you know. And he'll have it back at the nursery, because you are taking this back with you.
Well, now, I was thinking, you know, it would make the new Dove logo with this.
With the Dove to the flamingo?
Yeah.
I don't think the flamingo. Well, the problem is, I'm afraid somebody will hijack it out of here. So I really want it on your side of the fence. All right, anyway, if you want that, it'll be out at the Four Seasons Nursery. You go out Highway 62, get off on the Vilas Road there, and go up the frontage road a little bit, and you'll see the nursery off to the right. Beautiful. And if you want to look at this and other items he has, pick it up. All right, let's get a few questions going here, and your name will go in the hat if you got a question. 776-5770. Somebody's going to win this beautiful Leopard's Bane Little Leo. Looks like a big yellow daisy thing going on here. Laura, hi. What's up?
Hi. I have about a 3-year-old bed of asparagus, and I'm just wondering when to fertilize and with what.
Well, with your asparagus, wait until after harvest. You don't want to push a lot of growth with that. You want nice, full, slow-growing stalks coming up so you can harvest. And once you're finished with your harvesting, then you can use a good all-purpose fertilizer. I would suggest the Fertilome Gardener Special. Sprinkle that on, water it in. Once a year is all you really need to do with the asparagus, and you'll be in great shape.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right,
okay, thanks, Laura. All right, the number is 776-5770, and Tim's with us for a little bit here today, and you can get your name in the hat to win this beautiful, like, daisy plant. It would be pretty on you. You can pick it up today or tomorrow out at the nursery. Hi, Carol. What's going on with your peas?
The peas that I planted some peas. I have two kinds of peas, bush peas and some pole peas. The pole peas are just coming up, but something's eating the bush peas.
Okay.
And just wondering if could it be earwigs, and how do you, without using insecticides, how do I get rid of the earwigs, and what else could it be besides slugs or earwigs?
Okay. Are they eating the seeds in the ground, or are they eating the plants as they come up?
They're eating the plants as they come up.
Okay, so it could be a couple of different things. Earwigs, definitely. Slugs, snails, definitely. Those are the big three. There could be other things as well. To protect those guys, as soon as they start to pop up out of the ground, dust them with some diatomaceous earth. And the insects won't eat that, or they won't crawl across it, so it definitely deters them. If they do, it cuts them up. And insects don't have clotting blood, so they bleed to death and die. So the diatomaceous earth works very good for that kind of a thing. And you just have to reapply it as it gets wet, because you want it to stay as dry as possible.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate your show.
Okay, thank you. All right, the phone number to talk to Tim is 541-776-5770, and your name's going in the hat quickly. We got a little bit left here today, and somebody's going to win this Leopard's Bane Little Leo daisy thing. It's really pretty. And how big will this get?
You know, they won't get much taller than this. The Little Leo is a little dwarfer version of the Leopard's Bane. And so what you're seeing now is about a foot tall, and that's about right, maybe a little taller than that.
A lot of color.
Yeah, they bloom for a long time in the spring.
Okay, and a lot of blooms on there. Hi, Karen. What's going on with your orchids?
Well, it's not actually an orchid. It is called a nut orchid. It is,
okay, I've been called that before too, so I don't know.
You've never heard of this before? They grow from little corms.
Okay.
And, if you don't know what they are, well, I don't know if you can answer my question.
Well, ask the question. Let me see if I can maybe figure something out.
Okay, they're part of the Gloxinia family.
Okay.
And they grow from these little corms. They come up with green leaves that have purple underneath.
Okay.
And I've had them for years in the house. I got them from my mother-in-law, who had these corms from years back. And I wanted to know if you can pinch them back or not, but probably not going to know that. But what is also interesting is, after having these in the house for years and knowing what they look like, and I've never put them outside because I didn't think they could live out there, but suddenly a bunch started growing in my yard in the planter along the side of the house, having never been planted, and they just showed up last year, and I'm just wondering how that can happen.
Oh boy, that's a good question. Something must have dropped a seed or a part in that area for that to happen. So I don't know, and you're right, not knowing exactly what it is. I'd have to do a little research on that to know about pinching it back or anything. But But yeah, I mean, somewhere, somehow, something happened where a piece of that got into that area, and that's how it's starting to grow. Interesting, though, if you get a chance, bring us a photo of it. We'd like to see it.
Okay, because I'd really like to know more about it. I've looked online about it. There is a botanical name for it, but I can't find the thing that was growing in the yard that is very identical to what is growing in my pot. They weren't identical. One gets very long and leggy, and the other one stays a nice, beautiful little plant, and it just kind of spread along. It has these gorgeous purple flowers on them. So, yeah, I'll get a picture and I'll bring it in.
All right, thanks, Karen.
Thanks.
Okay, the number, again, to talk to Tim is 776-5770. If you got a question for Tim, and your name will go on the hat. Let's see if we can squeeze in one more before the break. Hi, Robin. What's going on with your asparagus?
Well, I was gone on a mission trip for 2.5 weeks, and there was no sign of any asparagus yet. And when I got back, there were a number of stalks that were 4 or 5 feet high and already doing the flowering thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, so I cut them back, and I haven't seen a sign of anything yet, although that's only been about 4 days. Should I just wait and see?
Yeah, wait and see. You should still get some more stuff popping up. We've had some cool weather this week, and so once this weather warms back up again, you should start to see some nice new shoots pop up.
Good. That's a relief. Thank you.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Thanks, Robin. All right. Again, the phone number to talk to Tim is 776-5770, and he's from the Four Seasons Nursery. What's your hours this week?
We are 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5 on Sundays, but not this Sunday. Enjoy the day with your family, because I will be.
Okay, good. All right, so you'll be closed this Easter Sunday, but you'll be open tomorrow.
Yes.
And it looks like one more day of fairly reasonable weather before we get some cool wet weather on Easter Sunday. At least that's the forecast.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for some color for the table or just around your yard or in a pot by the front door, run out there, huh?
Absolutely. Lots and lots of color right now. So.
Yep. All right, let me take a quick break. We'll be right back. We'll take your phone calls and put your name in the hat for this beautiful plant coming up in just a few moments. Okay, we are back, and Tim Elbert's in the house from Four Seasons Nursery, and if we can answer your question about what's going on in your yard, give us a quick call. The phone number is 541-776-5368. Your name's going to go in the hat. Somebody's going to win this Leopard's Bane, better known as the Little Leo, and if that doesn't ring a bell, it's a beautiful daisy with lots of color in it, bright yellow. You could put this in a pot on your table for Easter. You could put it in a pot by your front door. You also have a lot of other color out there. You'll be open tomorrow, but they will be closed on Easter Sunday. But you have a lot of other color. What other things you got out there?
Well, there's, oh my goodness, you want to go through everything?
Well, but you have color, huh?
There's a lot of things, a lot of perennials that are blooming right now, a lot of spring perennials that are coming on. We just got in some creeping phlox. We've had a tough time getting that, but we finally got some of that in. That's that little low-growing, really brilliant ground cover right now, red and blue and pink. That's a really nice one. There's all the columbines are blooming right now. One of my favorite wildflowers. Very interesting flower to it. We've got them in blue and white and red and white. Actually, I think there's even a pink and white as well. So those are coming on. Lots of geraniums. Of course, you want to protect your geraniums if there's some cold weather.
Frost,
but the geraniums are looking beautiful right now.
But they love direct sun, too.
Yes.
All right, let's go back to the phones. Hi, Helen. What's going on?
Good morning. I just wanted to ask if diatomaceous earth was safe for dogs to be around.
Well, yes and no. Yes, if you sprinkle it around on your plants and stuff, it's pretty okay for your pets to be around. In fact, a lot of times people will use diatomaceous earth on the fur of dogs, not cats, but on dogs, to help prevent fleas and ticks. But if they are going to lick it up, then it's not good. That fine, to us, it feels like powder, the diatomaceous earth, but it's actually quite abrasive, and getting into your lungs or your dog's, your cat's licking and getting it can cause some irritation and damage internally. So Definitely keep the bag away from the animals so they don't get in there and start sniffing around. And when you put it on your plants, just, keep an eye out. Don't want to let the dogs around it a lot, but typically, if they get on them or something, it's not a big issue.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, thank you. All right, 776-5770. If you got a question for Tim, let's go to, hi, Carol. You wanted about aerating your lawn now?
Right. I just wondered if this is a better time than the fall or any other things we should be doing to our lawn.
Well, in my opinion, fall is a better time to aerate and thatch on the lawn. However, if it needs to be done, don't skip and wait through spring to do it till fall. If it needs to be done, then go ahead and get it done. Spring is an okay time to do it. And you want your soil temperatures to be warm. So usually I say April is a great month. So we're in good timing for that. The main thing is that in the fall, usually you're going into winter, you don't really care if the lawn's not looking all that great, and it has plenty of time to recover, so that by spring your lawn's looking really good, and summer it's just doing really well. If you do it in the spring, then you have this period of time where the lawn is not going to look good before it finally recovers and does well. And that's the only reason why I suggest fall.
Okay, and what are the signs that you should do this to your lawn? I mean, is there something that stands out or a bugle that goes off and says, time to do this?
When it comes to aerating helps to overcome problem soils, heavy soils, poor drainage, that kind of a thing, and should be done every 3 to 5 years. And you go rent the machine, it goes and pulls the little plugs out of the lawn, you rake all that out, and you put sand down, and then you reseed. And it does really well that way. You get nice fresh grass coming up, and the lawn does really well. Aerating, on the other hand, helps to prevent problems from, thatching helps prevent problems from a buildup of root system in the lawn that creates this spongy layer we call thatch. And thatching kind of tears that stuff out so that you can have moisture and nutrients penetrate into the soil. Okay?
So that helps to get rid of oncoming, what's that grass that's so pesty?
Oh, you're talking about like Bermuda grass and crabgrass and stuff?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, this will have no effect on Bermuda or crabgrass issues.
Oh, really?
Yeah, neither one. The only, I guess it would help in a way in that when your lawn is strong and thick and full, you'll have less trouble that way. So if you're taking good care of your lawn, then you should have less trouble. But as far as aerating or thatching does not stop or prevent the onset of either of those problems.
Okay, so what you're saying is because the lawn is thicker, it tends to choke it out, maybe.
Right. If your lawn is healthier and thicker and fuller, it will choke out or prevent a lot of those weed seeds from having a place to germinate and grow.
Okay, and what's a good thing to put on if you get crabgrass?
We use a spray called Weed Out with Q by Fertilome, and that works very good. It'll control all the weeds in the lawn, including crabgrass.
Okay, great. Well, I love your show, and have a great day.
All right, you too.
All right, let's see if we can squeeze in a couple more. Hi, Ron. What's on your mind today?
Hello.
Hey, Ron.
This is Ron.
Yeah.
I just want to wish all of you a happy Easter.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you so much. And may all your eggs be hard-boiled.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Thank you, brother. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Okay. All right, we can take a few more calls quickly. 776-5770. Jim from the Four Seasons Nursery. You go on Highway 62, you get off on Violets Road, slip up on the frontage road there a little bit, and you'll see the nursery off to the right. You can't miss it. And they're normally open 9 to 5.
9 to 6 now.
That's what I said, 9 to 6.
Yep.
And
usually Sundays 9 to 5,
Yeah.
but not this Sunday.
Not this Sunday. So this Sunday he's going to be with his family and go to church, and his pastor's going to say, "Would you please sign the guest book?" All right. But when you call and your name's going in the hat here, this beautiful, better known as a daisy in my book, but it does have some big names to it. But it's beautiful. Just so much color. And this will bloom for how long?
This will bloom for several more weeks, clear through May probably.
Really? Just gorgeous and a lot of color. And if you're looking for some color to kind of fill in for Easter, maybe on your table or maybe a pot at your front door or whatever, you can go out there and check it out because they got a lot of stuff. If you want this flamingo, please. Now, the flamingo is for sale, and you'll find it out at the nursery, and it's metal yard art. This one's a big one, about 6 feet.
Art is kind of a.
Is that stretching it?
Stretching it a little bit, I guess, but yeah.
It's fancy metalwork with a welder that didn't know what to do with his time. But anyway, it's a fun thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you can put that in the bush here and people go, "Where'd you get that thing?" You know. Anyway, check it out. All right, let's see here. I'm not getting any names yet. We got a couple here. All right. So, by the way, I did put your lawn combination on my lawn.
Yes.
It works.
Now you have to mow.
Yeah, but it slow releasing nitrogen, which kind of keeps it green longer.
Right.
How often do I have to do this thing?
You know, every couple of months is the most you want to do it.
Okay. All right, Debbie, what's going on with your Christmas tree?
Hi there. At Christmas time, like everybody else, I went and I bought a 6-foot Noble, and I had the guy cut it, a couple of inches at the bottom, brought it home, put it in the container, and it lasted, it was beautiful in my house. I kept it in, like, in the middle of January. I still had it in the house, and then I thought, well, I probably should take it outside. So I took it outside, leaving it in the container, still watering it, and it's, like, brand new. I mean, it looks exactly like the day I got it, and now new buds are popping out all over the tree.
Yep. Yep. That's interesting that you say that. You have what's happening is that fresh cut that was put on never sealed up, and so moisture is going up into the tree and is actually causing the tree to break dormancy. Now, when we look at all that spring growth in spring, we see all this growth. We say, "Wow, our plants grew a lot this spring."
Right.
In reality, all of that cell division takes place inside those buds in the summer and winter. And in spring, all that happens is it just fills with water. And that's the growth that we see. And so all that growth happened beforehand inside these buds, and now we're seeing them fill up with water. So that tree had already done all of that before it was cut, and now it is filling with water. Now, whether or not it will be able to sustain that is a good question. I would have never believed this if it hadn't happened to me once, but we had a noble fir that actually produced roots out of its cut like that.
Okay, well, that's what I'm wondering, if that's going to happen to me.
Well, normally I'd say never, not on your life, but in this might not be a bad experiment to watch.
There you go. All right, thanks, Debbie.
I'll take a picture of it and I'll bring it in.
All righty.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
All right, we're out of time. Lori, your name's going to go in the hat. We won't be able to take you on the air, but your name's going to go in the hat. We'll get a name here in just a moment. Somebody's going to win this beautiful Leopard's Bane, Little Leo daisy plant. Four Seasons Nursery is going to be open tomorrow, or today and tomorrow, so if you're looking for some color to kind of put around quickly before Easter, should be fine. Now, Easter Sunday in most areas are going to be with some wet weather, but we need the rain.
We do, absolutely.
And we need the water, we need the snow, we need all that stuff, so you can still go out there tomorrow and get some stuff and plant it. So anyway, Tim, thank you so much. And I guess that one of the questions was crabgrass. There is a spray for it, or a granular?
Yes, there is. There's a spray to control the existing grass and a granule to control the seed.
All right. Pick a name quickly.
Okay.
All right.
Debbie.
Debbie.
Yes.
All right, Debbie, you're the winner of the beautiful little Leo Daisy today, and we'll give you a call and make arrangements where you can run out to the Four Seasons Nursery and pick it up. Thanks,
Excellent.
Tim.
All right.
Oh, you want this? Anybody want to buy this thing? You can buy it out there.
Yes.
What else you got besides the flamingo?
Well, right now we don't have a lot. So we've got a couple of ladybugs, and there might be a couple of other things too.
Is the frog gone?
The frog is gone.
Oh,
Yep,
okay.
yep.
Well, check it out. Four Seasons Nursery. Happy Easter. God bless you all.